DC here. Hi guys, it's Good Friday. I'm walking around in the town and going off to our prayer walking group, which we do every Friday. Good Friday. I've been organizing this for something like, I think it's probably 6 years now, 6 or 7 years. And we walk around town, so I'll be bringing you with me a little bit different probably than last year. I showed you some things last year. Start off this vid, just wanted to say is that, you see that shows a little bit, at least what I wanted to bring with this vid. Also is to show, different facets of personality, as we were talking at one point. Many of you know I'm a practicing, believing Christian, and nevertheless I make crazy vids, I make serious vids, because that's the way I am. Personality is something that was given to each and every one of us, and we should exploit it. I mean, we're made actually with very, I would say, complex natures, and I personally find that it's a good thing to show them to people. I mean, that shows who you are, the real person. So we're coming up to my church from where we'll be leaving. I don't know if it'll be a big group or not. It's almost too nice. When the weather's bad, nobody comes. And when the weather's too good, people do other things. So we'll see. So over there is the church. I'm getting there in a second. And I'll bring you along after. But up to then, well, I'll probably make a pause. A few people will be looking at me right now. They're saying, what is this guy? Once again, it's funny. No matter how often that you vlog, I mean, like I walk in the streets, I'm pretty used to, vlogging. But nevertheless, it's always amusing, I find it, to have the people look at you. Amusing in a way, and some people actually, it's funny how some people are. Some people actually take on a pretty hostile view when they see you vlogging because they think you're going to, I don't know, you're weird or you're going to start filming them or something. So right now I'll just show you the church and then I'll cut off. Okay, so there's a church, and we'll be leaving from there. Okay guys, so take care and talk to you in a bit. Okay, so we're walking along still, and this part of town you've seen before, so I won't stay into it very long. But as we're walking along, we've had our first, I would say, stop, which was at the church itself. And now we're going off to the town hall and towards the cathedral. Okay, so I'll talk to you later. Okay guys, so here, that's where we're going. In the garden, yes. So right now we're in the museum. This is the Natural History Museum. And we'll be walking over towards the garden.
Ah ouais, c'est le cardinal.
C'est juste, oui.
Ouais, dis donc.
Angesammelt haben, vertrauensvoll in die Zukunft gehen.
Okay, so right now we're in the garden. Tarot, oui. Ça vient du tarot, oui. Okay, so I've just been told that this is actually from tarot cards. So Mary Angel, if you're listening, or watching I should say, you should recognize this. This is from an author, a sculptor called Nikki de Saint-Phal. And so she made it. We're in the middle of a garden. And I'm with the pastor's wife, Christelle. And we are walking along in the prayer walking group.
Les bourgeois, ils n'avaient pas l'argent pour construire, non. C'est à Berne qu'ils ont construit. Ici, c'est vraiment optique, en optique, avec ces tourelles, justement, qui redonnent les champs vers le ciel.
Alors c'était pas que c'était pas.
Non, c'est à Berne qu'ils ont fait.
There is something very interesting is being said here, is that if you look at the spires on top of the cathedral over there are different heights, and This was made in the 12th century. And actually the way the wind
Et ça tient.
blows, it brings out a certain accord with the wind. I suppose if you're up there, you would hear the sound, which is, I don't remember the word now, but which actually comes out to Gothic type of music. So it's really very, very incredible. I mean, we're talking about 12th century, and to think that they were able to do all that, unbelievable. So I'd just like to show this church. It's a very little church or a convent, a monastery. Very nice organ. And this is the group of the prayer walking group. Okay, so you see here again, there's something about walking in this old part of town which is different. There's a lot of roads here. This is a main highway within the city. But we're just going along and there's all these old buildings full of history around us. And there really is something to that. Yeah, and I'm glad you're along. It's a lot of fun. And you know, we get to meet some people. I guess the people that I'm with, though, by now they know, well, okay, this guy makes YouTube or whatever, so they're kind of used to seeing me walking around with the camera, so that's not bad. But the first time was pretty strange. Okay, guys, take care. Okay, walking again. And this wall, which was the wall to the city, with its ramps. So what I was going to say, though, about the wall over here, is that they've installed, you know, one of those, for mountain climbing to practice. So it's the mountain climbing club that has something in there, just to practice climbing in there. And we just go along here. So there's the gardens, and yeah, so that was the city wall, like something like 1,000 years ago. Yeah, history is fun, sometimes. Okay, we'll be back to you later on. Okay guys, I'm back. I just thought I'd show you this place. So here's our group again. This is the entrance to the synagogue in our town. So it's a small synagogue. There's only about 40 people that come here regularly. But interesting. I mean, we've made a stop here to pray, you know, for relationships with the Jewish nation, and I'm going to say for the Middle East. A lot to pray for there. Take care.